closing in on half-time in the qualifying semi-final. 24-12, Casuarina Cougars 24, Souths 12. Sorry, I do apologise. We did have a technical issue. Shane Crowley, ever on the spot, fixed it up as we hear the buzzer. And it'll be Zach Phillips. The final play in the first half, and I'll just summarise that for you once we have the kick. Phillips already has 3 conversions and a penalty. This will be a penalty. Cougars an extra 3 points directly in front. Kicking, as you can see on the screen, about 30 metres out, so the distance not an issue. No angle to speak of. The setup, regulation, Zach Phillips. That'll be the half-time score. Phillips comfortably puts that over. That should be 30-12 at half-time. Tries Costello, Nurse, Pasika for Casuarina. The try scorers for South Darwin, Sweeney Felakakala and Bryn Templeton, with Ian Akuso, the conversion. So 27-12 at half-time in the qualifying semi-final. The winner straight into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. The loser will play in a preliminary final next week against the winner of the elimination final, University Pirates and Darwin Dragons. So that's it from me at Rugby. We'll be back in the second half. Welcome back to Rugby Park. Ian Butterworth with you. The second half, the crucial second half, the qualifying semi-final. South Darwin, the top team, lost 2 games throughout the season, 1 to Palmerston, 1 to University, and they were the top team after the minor rounds. Second was Casuarina Cougars. At half-time, Cougars lead Souths in the qualifying final, 27-12. 3 tries to 1. No, 3 tries to 2, I do apologise. 3 tries to 2. Zach Phillips, super boot. 3 conversions and 2 penalties. He's been the difference, or the major difference. It'll be Souths to bring the ball back into play. Stefano Cacao. The kick off, let's see what he does. Will he go for just the 10 metres, or will he put it deep in his own territory? Cacao. Going to the airport end at Rugby Park. Crucial second half. 40 minutes of rugby for one team until the grand final. The other one, a preliminary final next week against the winner, University Pirates and Darwin Dragons. So Cacao, the regulation. Picked up and the little knock on, or did it go backwards? I think the referee might have called it back. It looked back from here. Casuarina. Long kick. Cacao. Got a lift. Out on the full, bring it back. They all say. So Josh Phillips, is he off? Phillips is off, replacing him. In they go. They've lost the line out. Vinny. That's Chris. That's Fraser Suffren. He's been terrific. He's been a lifter. Number 7 for South Darwin. Been very good. He and Vinny Men have been the 2 main men. George Edwards, need a lift from him. That was Men, number 9. Outside centre of Billy Atanasia. He came to a full stop. Billy Byrne, out wide, the speedster Jake Ranger. Can they catch him? Inside he goes, they've got him. But he's made 30 metres. Bryn Templeton, a try scorer, number 16. George Edwards, the bulk, the Hulk. He's in green, so he is the Hulk. Men, bit quick. Byrne goes to ground. Penalty for South. South pushing. They've got Casuarina on the back foot. Ayacuso, big Ayacuso with the ball. Is he going to go for the points, or will he kick for touch? He'll kick for touch. Nice kick. Within 5 metres, about 7 or 8 metres the line out. South's in control. They trail 12-27, 3 minutes into the second half. South to feed the scrum, the line out. The press and the push. The push, South forwards. They've certainly lifted. I don't know what Tim Atkinson said at half-time, the co-coach, and James DeDassel, the co-coach. Out they go, Falia Kakala, 2 tries, a brace to the big man. Sweeney Falia Kakala. 17-27 Souths, 4 minutes in, kick to come. He has 2 tries, the only multiple try scorer. The conversion attempt. Billy Byrne, or is it Jake Ranger out there? Long way off. I'll pick him up after the kick. Shouldn't miss, and he doesn't. So 19-27, a bit more than a converted try. South Darwin have started this second half full of fight. Zach Phillips. Impeccable as usual. The knock on by South Darwin, not according to the referee. The conversion was by Jake Ranger, as I suggested. The push, here we go, the speed out wide, South Darwin, they're pressing. The flying winger there, Dallas Penatito. It's the outside backs now for South, although Big George Edwards, the push in the grunt, Feli Kakala. Is he over? He is over. No, we have the penalty. So Phillips will make at least 30 metres here, and he does. Onto the roof of the outer, and we'll be looking for another football. And a breather. Casuarina been on the back foot, 19-27, 7 minutes into the second half. The winner straight into the grand final. While we wait patiently for the ball to return, but I don't think anyone's gone hunting for it. Yes, it is. I can see a football. We can just see it in the middle left-hand corner of the screen. In we go. The line out. South, Casuarina on the back foot. They won the line out. Back, and Phillips once again inside his 22. Out on the full, back we come. Only by millimetres, but it doesn't matter. Everything's turning to gold for Souths. Bryn Templeton, he's a try scorer. He'll feed the line out for Souths. Throws it long. Once again, Fraser Suffren, been terrific. Out wide. Poor skills. Inside. Billy Byrne gets it to Templeton, a try scorer. The old don't argue. Strong man. South with reinvigorated after half-time. Feli Kakala. 2 tries. Can he get a hat-trick? Big George Edwards. Stop the bus. It's not a bus, it's George Edwards. Still has the ball on the move. Coming out now, Vinnie Men. Calling for it, gone to ground. Ball's out. Penalty, Casuarina. South's butchered that. Shush, says the referee. As we have the interchange, 3 on, 3 off. Cougars, 3 fresh men. 27-19 they lead. 30 minutes of the second half of the qualifying semi-final. Northern Territory Rugby Union at Rugby Park. Cougars defending their line. 5 metres, but they will feed the scrum through the agents of Ryan McMurray. McMurray feeds, gets it out the back. Phillips, this time, the long kick. Won't go out on the full. Made sure of that. The low kick. Cacao. Setafano. The old 1-2. Colton. Darren Colton. A live wire. A belly. Barges his way and he got it down. He got it down in the corner. Some dispute. The referee's not sure. A belly at Asia. The referee has adjudicated. 24-27, South's coming back. Look down. Ian Ayakuso. The long conversion. The South forwards. Bryn Templeton. George Edwards. Ian Ayakuso. The big men. Looks like George Edwards might be coming to have a rest. He's done a mountain of work from a mountain of a man. Terrific 10 minutes, 12 minutes from Edwards at the start of the second half. Ayakuso to add the extras. Mucked that one up. 24-27, 12 minutes into the second half. Qualifying semi-final, Northern Territory Rugby Union. Might be Josh Phillips back on the field. So he's had a rest. And it'll be Zach Phillips to get the play back underway. Up and under, high ball. Give it to me, and he's knocked it on. There was confusion there from South, but it's gone back according to the referee. Fortune favours the bowl. Phillips, that's Josh, gets it out wide to Samika Sala. We haven't seen much of him. But as a winger, knocked down, Zach Phillips, try! What a wonderful try. At his very best, Zach Phillips. He's got 3 conversions, he's kicked 2 penalties, and now he's got a try from the knockdown. Wow. We've got some support, we've got some Zach Phillips support here in commentary. An individual effort. Let's pushed it out. 32-24. Kick to come. A try. Let's see if he can convert his own try. Zach Phillips. So he's just outside the 30. Wide on the left. Suits the right footer. Kicking to the McMillan's Road end here at Rugby Park. Marrara in Darwin. That's the stuff that wins finals. Souths were coming. Souths had all the momentum. Individual by Zach Phillips. And he's just pulled it ever so slightly, but so it stays 32-24. 15 minutes into the second half, 25 minutes to go. The winner straight into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. So the best way to snuff out momentum from opponents is to score. And that's exactly what Casuarina did through a piece of individual brilliance, Zach Phillips. Ayakuso, big number 18. Here's his other big mate, Sweeney Felakakala, 17. Gets it back inside. Cacao has a player outside, uses him, knocked it on. But we come back. The advantage. Binny men. Are they going to go for the points? So Men hands the ball over to Jake Ranger, and Ranger will endeavour to knock over to get the extra 3 points. 24-32 Souths, plenty of time, 23 minutes to go. Second half, Ranger. Very deliberately, lines them up. A conversion to his name. See if you can add 3 points to that with the penalty kick. Does it comfortably. (27-32). Cougars leading. 23 minutes to full time. The winner straight into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. The loser has a preliminary final next week against the winner of University Pirates and Darwin Dragons. Phillips, a deft little bounce, 1 step back, and is he going to make the 10 metres? Oh, I don't think he did. Bring it back. Millimetre short. The South have elected the scrum in the middle. Men to feed the scrum. He's been terrific. Fraser Suff from the number 7 has also been fantastic for Souths. Open side flanker. Suffren. It's been the forwards in the second half. Sweeney Felakakala. George Edwards. And Bryn Templeton. Ryan McMurray. Welcome. Gets it outside. Cougars on the move. The blonde man, Mitchell Cull, the quiet achiever. It's been pinched, Big Jack. Jack Lawrence. Here he goes again, the knockdown. Can he do it? Can he do it? He does. I don't believe it. Not once, twice. And he has a double. And with 20 minutes to go, it is early days, 37-27. But thank you, Zach Phillips. The man on the spot. That will be added to the highlights reel of Zach Phillips. There's a few. So if you missed the first one, you didn't miss anything, because the second one was almost precisely as the first one. A double. He missed the earlier conversion. He has 3 conversions and 2 penalty goals, and a couple of lazy tries. Left of centre, just outside 30 metres, distance not an issue. Missed to the left-hand side with his last kick from pretty much the same spot. Let's see if he's learned. He has, straight over the dot, well done. 39-27. 19 minutes remaining, second half, the qualifying semi-final. Cougars lead, 39-27, thanks to 2 pieces of absolute brilliance from the number 10, Zach Phillips. 2 tries. Cacao. Kicks without much conviction. Cougars now on the defence, picked up by McMurray. McMurray's kick's good, eases the pressure. Back to Cacao in the middle, the fullback for South Darwin. Needs some brilliance from him. They've got him. Men into Jack Lawrence. Lawrence will push it back to Men. Ayakuso, he'll take some stopping, but they got him. Men out wide. Looks like Templeton out there. Fraser Suffren put onto his backside, but he doesn't care, he's up. Out they go. The pass wasn't good. Ranger. One way, then the other. He's all dressed up, nowhere really to go. The defence of the Casuarina Cougars, immaculate. Men, Templeton. Got his leg. If you've got his leg, he can't go anywhere. It'll be a South penalty. They need to score from this 4-8. Number 16 there, Templeton, waiting for the ball to come out, but Souths have it. On the 10 metre. Billy Byrne will kick for touch. Lovely kick. Clever work. Samika Sala to Mitchell Cull. A quiet achiever. Phillips. Josh Phillips directing traffic. Gets the ball to his forwards. They've lost it. They've got it. Went back, according to the referee. Good refereeing. Once again, they've been immaculate. The men in yellow and black. Alex Costello perhaps could have worked a bit harder there. McMurray gets it out to Tui Suva. Josh Phillips. Samika Sala on the wing. Got nowhere to go. Cougars pressing again. The kick from Phillips. Just downfield. Made distance. And Phillips will come back and we'll do it all over again, but this time McMurray. He will kick for touch. Nice kick, made 30 metres. Georgie Edwards to come back on to add some pep. Jack Lawrence off, the interchange. Like for like. Josh Phillips to feed the line out. Souths have had their share against it this time. No, Paseka, up he goes. Paseka out the back, number 8, waiting, try scorer. Got the first try. Chris Paseka. McMurray, Phillips, sells the dummy, gets it out wide. Kyvan Baird. Now the race is on. Stefano Cacao, wide. Souths has got it set up. They've got a long way to go. Templeton ducks into a tackle. Referee not fooled by that. Good refereeing. Falia Kakala knocked it back. Abelli, he's been injured. He's gone down again. The penalty has come out of that. And Abelli, a Tunesa. The outside centre. Writhing in agony. As we have a break, 13 and a half minutes, the clock stopped, 39-27. South have got some work to do. 12 points, a converted try plus, or 2 converted tries. So we've got each, it looks like that might be Joe Tui Suva, the Casuarina Cougar man, both number 13s. They're down. Abeli Atanasia, the flying Fijian. South Darwin, he's on his back. Joe Tui Suva, tough man. Casuarina. He's on one knee. He's on 2 knees. Now he's on one. And he's right. Not quite sure how long we're going to have to wait here. But we've still got 13 and a half minutes to go. Casuarina Cougars 39, South Darwin 27. Try scorers, the Cougars, Zach Phillips, 2 pieces of absolute brilliance, has a couple. Chris Paseka got the first one for Cougars, Nurse and Costello. And try scorers for South Darwin, Sweeney Felakakala, a brace. Abeli Atanasia has a try and Bryn Templeton has a try. But Zach Phillips with his double. So the referee is calling for the interchange. And I think it is about time. We've had almost 5 minutes. Mind you, the man, Evan Needham, in the number 6 Guernsey, he'll come on. And Abeli, affectionately known, Atanasia, will leave the field. being ably, well, he's staying on. And Evan Needham, his introduction was short-lived because he went on and now he's coming off again. So with the clock now going, 13 minutes and 24, and Ayacuso kicks for touch. They've got to get a hurry on. A couple of converted tries will give them 14 points, will give South the lead. Chris Pasika, the number 8, gets it out wide. Mitchell Cull couldn't quite get it. Tui Suva, he's recovered, but there was the knock on, and Souths, the beneficiaries. And this just into Cougars territory. By about 7 metres, we'll pack the scrum. Men to feed the scrum. Vinnie Men, the skipper. South Darwin going to the right of screen, the airport end at Rugby Park. No breeze to speak of. No assistance. Big push, big push. Ayacuso, the big man in the middle. Cacao, Mitchell Cull, number 12, inside centre, Casuarina. Big George, Edwards. Men sells the dummy over the top. He slipped into that tackle. Good refereeing. Dwayne Rapata, number 4. Men. Gets it out to Felakakala. Felakakala goes to ground. Men will have it again. But you've got players wide. George Edwards. Made metres. David Boyle. South pushing, South working. They can get a couple of quick tries. They can do that if any team can do it. A belly. He's recovered. Gets it out to Ranger. Ranger goes back a long way. Cacao. Almost back to the centre. The dancing feet of Stefano Cacao. Gets it out to a belly. Atanasia. It's the Fiji connection. Boyle. Men. South pushing, South working. Edwards once again. He's been a tower in the second half. But the persistence of Casuarina has drawn the penalty. Players are tired. It's been an uncompromising game. As you would expect, a qualifying final. The rewards for the winner, a place in the grand final in 2 weeks. The loser fronts up next week in a preliminary final. The story has been a couple of pieces of brilliance from the Casuarina number 10, Zach Phillips. Twice he knocked the ball down, gathered, scored tries. Converted one of his own tries. It's not he alone, but it's just the pieces of individual brilliance that have given Casuarina a 12-point lead with 9 minutes remaining in the second half. That certainly wasn't straight. The referee on the spot, as he has been all game. The scrum will be packed and Souths will feed. Two tries, 2 converted tries, 12 points behind. 9 minutes. We've got an interchange, and Mitchell Cull, who's been a tower of strength at inside centre, he comes off. I reckon this is his first rest. Men to feed the scrum. Bit of a raffle in there, but it's Souths. Vinnie Men is the only one alert. Gets it out. South will go wide. They'll go wide. A belly has a player outside of him. Jakey Ranger. Too strong for him. It might just about be the straw that broke the camel's back. They needed to get over there. 12 points behind. 2 converted tries to win. Josh Phillips, the late Josh Phillips, to feed the line out. The instructions are coming. Phillips, clever, experienced, waited until South went early. Zach Phillips, long kick. Jake Ranger will collect and will come back, but by gee, he made 40, 50 metres there. Ranger has it. No support. The players, the South Darwin players, have got to get back. One player that is back is the co-captain, Vinnie Men. Here he is. Gets it out. A belly. No cacao. The advantage. It'll go back. This time a belly. Wide to the left-hand side. Inside they come. Up, straight up the middle, Ayacuso. The defence of Casuarina has been excellent. Men. Lost the ball. Big chance. The kick and chase. Byrne goes back, high tackle. It'll be a South penalty, methinks. The referee has indicated exactly that. Ranger, can he use his speed? Running wide, not making any forward movement. Templeton gets it out to Rapata. Templeton again. He's unceremoniously buried. Just a wonderful late tackle. The defence of Casuarina holding them up. Men, George Edwards. Once again, I say it, stop the bus. Colton sells the dummy. Oh, big tackle. Again, Souths have the penalty. There's no point going for the conversion. They've got to get over the line. They've got to get over the line twice. 5 minutes and a bit to go. A spot in the grand final up for grabs. Is that Chris Nurse? He might need a nurse. Don't debate the issue because it'll only cost you 10 metres. Out Ayacuso. Backwards. Cacao. They gang tackle him. 3 onto him. Men. Edwards. Going back to Men. Men out to Ayacuso. Feliakala goes to ground. Men. Templeton. Casuarina The Cougars, they will go fourth. 5 minutes. Ryan McMurray to kick for touch. A place in the grand final beckons. Souths need 2 converted tries. They trail by 12 points, 39-27, 4 minutes to go. Eric Eriksson coming off for a rest. Phillips, that's Josh to feed the line out. We've had a couple of waywards. That one looked all right. Within the margin of error. Casuarina will hold it up. They'll waste time. 39-27, 3.5 minutes to go. Zach Phillips. Sala. Hasn't had many opportunities, but when he's had the ball in his hand, he's done well. Alex Costello. Goes to ground, the lanky number 5. Casuarina. Halfway. Now they're into South territory. Casuarina again. This is clinical stuff from the Cougars. Phillips. Casuarina at their most clinical best. This will please the coach. Out they go. And now the chance. They've mucked it up. They had the phase after phase after phase, but some tired players. The little knock on, but that's all it needs. South's the penalty. They've got a long, long way to go. They're well inside their territory. Couple of interchanges, fresh forwards. Costello, the lanky Alex Costello. He's all right. Two minutes 23 on the clock. 39-27. Cougars leading. The winner straight into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. For the loser, it'll be a date in the preliminary final next week. Cougars swinging the changes. They're safe, they're comfortable. It'll be Vinnie Men to feed the scrum for Souths. The push by the fresh forwards. Men out wide. Cacao. Here he is, Jake Ranger. Who will get there first? Ranger kicks and kicks for touch. Methinks it'll be a Casuarina ball. Phillips. Easy. Chris Nurse. Ryan McMurray. Zach Phillips. Samika Sala. Quite sure the value of that kick, but a difficult one to take. Running back, Colton. Unceremoniously, they've been right onto the Fijian connection. Men, Templeton, out wide. Here we go. A Billy, Atanasio gets it back. But the relentless Cougars They're going to take some beating. Under a minute. It'll be the Cougars game, 39-27. Couple of pieces of brilliance from the Cougar number 10, Zach Phillips. 2 smothers, 2 tries. It's been the difference. A belly. I reckon this is a belly. Euthanasia coming off. With a minute to go. Under a minute to go. The line out to be fed. This might be the last set play. Josh Phillips looking for the football. The toss back into play. That's the siren. The Cougars are through. The Cougars are through. They've got a date in 2 weeks' time. Phillips once again just holds. Awful throw in. That was a shocker. And South have the ball in the middle. All to no avail because they need 2 converted tries. That'll be a knock on. Cougars have the ball. Some tired players go for touch, and Ryan McMurray does that. The last passage of play, that's it, 39-27. Casuarina Cougars have booked their way into a grand final, the 2017 NTRU grand final, and it'll be next in a fortnight's time. And they will play after the preliminary final next week, and South Darwin need to regroup because they were okay tonight, but it was just a couple of pieces of brilliance from Zach Phillips. That was the difference. Otherwise, teams evenly matched. 39-27, Casuarina Cougars defeated South Darwin. Cougars into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. Ian Butterworth, that's it from me from Rugby Park.